Hello, everyone. I go by the name of RanmyakuJouten. So if this is your first time watching my content, you can just call me Jouten for short. Now, disclaimer here. This is an XP tip video for those that either new to the game, such as just buying the game today or maybe yesterday, or just don't have enough time, or maybe you do play the game a lot, but you're not one of the people that is considered a gym rat, which goes around, tries to find how to best exploit what the game gives you. So, this video is for you. Now, if you're one of those players that know about the 1.5 XP Chocobo Sandwich, the double XP Hotel at Golden Key, and Expericast, then this video is not necessarily for you. However, if you do know about those, but you want to know a little bit more of how, let's say, Expericast works, then continue watching the video. I will bring some information and some light on Expericast. Oh, and one more disclaimer, excuse me. This is all done in chapter 3, because I do know, due to a friend telling me, that Autumnusha has a hotel that does triple XP. So if you're already at that point, then you can do the stuff that I'm doing, or even better, and then stay at the Autumnusha hotel for triple the amount of XP. However, if you're like me, and you like overleveling yourself, or you like grinding and grinding and grinding, or you just, like me, literally, trying to squeeze out the 10 years that you've been waiting for this game, and the $60 that you spent, you're just trying to squeeze every single penny, and every single day that you spent waiting for this game, then this is a strategy that's really solid for you because, like I said, I'm on chapter 3. I've been level 41 since chapter 2. So I've been pretty overleveled at this current point in time in the game. And if you're like me, this is, like I said before, a relatively very solid strategy for you. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So, first thing is first. Knowing that the hotel at the Golden Key gives you double XP. Now, a lot of people tend to run past this fact, maybe because it's 10,000 gil, or they just don't pay attention to the fact that it says double XP. So you want to work for stocking and holding up and hoarding a lot of that XP, and then going to the Golden Key Hotel to trade it in for double XP. The second thing that you need to know is to create powerful Expericast spells, preferably that are the weaknesses of many bosses, and cast it as much as you can to further your XP for the kill. Now, I've done some testing. It's not 100%, but I will say I'm like 90% sure the more that you cast an Expericast, the more XP you're going to gain post-battle, whether you run away or you kill the enemy. Preferably kill the enemy. Now, I've been testing it on the Bandersnatch, which I like to call the Vagina Snatcher. So, just to let you know, if you ever hear me say Vagina Snatcher, I am referring to the Bandersnatch, level 38 behind Hammerhead that's within, like, this pit. So, in this video right here, he gives me 47,000 XP with the 1.5 Chocobo Sandwich that we're going to get into in a little bit, and using a level 8 Expericast, I believe it's level 8. Don't quote me at that. I don't quite remember the level of Expericast it was. Well, I think base it was level 8, and then I had a couple of items of the same item, and I was able to further it. So at the end, it was like a level 64. Maybe it might be in the video, possibly not. You want to have the best Expericast spell as possible and cast it as many times as possible before you kill the said mini-boss. The more you cast a spell, the more experience you get. And now, that might sound obvious for a lot of you people, but when you look at the Ascension map, the Ascension map tends to say things like status boosts of this nature do not stack, or something like that, right? So a lot of people may be confused with things such as Expericasting stacking on one of another, but I promise you it does, because right after this Vagina Snatcher kill, I came back to kill it again. I was only able to do the Thundera Expericast once, just to test it out, and I only walked away with 21,000 experience points versus 47,000 when I did it about 2 or 3 times. The 1.5 experience boost sandwich is really helpful if you're still in early game, which can be located here at the Chocobo post. Now, in order to gain access to the sandwich, you have to do 2 quests for Wiz. Not hunts, but the side quests, which can be found right in front of him. Now, going back to the vagina snatch clip, there is one strategy that is used for 2 very different reasons. Let's say you are a level 11, which I would say is preferably so that you are a level 10 when you go after the vagina snatcher so that you can kill it. However, if you are a level 10, you're going to have to use a quad cast, a tri-cast, a blast cast. You're going to need to use a very powerful multi-casting spell in order to kill the vagina snatcher before it kills you if you are at any level below 20. If you have some really big balls, however, and you want to try the Expericast, then by all means, go and attempt it, but it's most likely not going to work out for you. Also, if you are curious about the vagina snatcher's weakness, it is weak against lightning. So you want to use dual cast, tri-cast, any powerful multi-casting spell that's lightning, and Expericast for lightning. Not only that, if you are below the level 20, his 22 or 2,500 experience points that he gives normally, I believe, 22 to 2,500, is rather effective for your level to begin with. So, going back to the strategy, you want to stay at this specific cliff right here. This cliff is the best part of the cliff to stay on because he gets right next to you, and in this area you can take a couple of steps back and it won't count as a runaway, and thus he'll gain his health back. So you want to stay here. Now, when you're low level, you want to stay here obviously so that he won't hit you. The only thing you got to be careful for is his roar and when he rams at you with his horns. That's the only 2 attacks you have to be wary for. Let's say you are around the same level of the vagina snatcher, or you're possibly a higher level like myself. You want to stay on this cliff so that you don't kill the vagina snatcher too fast. So this cliff serves 2 very different purposes in the fact that it's literally the opposite of one another. So when you're too high of a level, you're going to be able to kill the vagina snatcher too fast, and you want to cast Expericast as many times as possible on the vagina snatcher to gain as much XP as possible. So you want to stay on this cliff to not allow Prompto, Gladiolus, and Ignis to do idle damage while you're waiting for your spell to reload. Very simple stuff. Now, I probably know what you guys are thinking at home, ready to type on your keyboard. And it goes a little something like this. Hey Scrub, why are you farming the Banner Snatch, aka the Vagina Snatcher, when you can just farm the Cactusaur? That's a great point. But the problem with the Cactusaur is it's not a 100% spawn rate, and it only spawns in dawn and in the morning by Hammerhead. And not only that, they tend to run away, and they run away really fast. I only ran into 1 so far, and it was really easy to kill, so it's not a problem of killing it per se. It's a problem of trying to be time efficient and gain as much experience in a short amount of time. And rather than going around looking for Cactusaurs, which you might not even find due to their spawn rate, it's just a lot easier to go to the Vagina Snatcher, which has a 100% spawn rate after you go there the day after you kill it the first time around, and you know it's going to be there. And you can easily gain 50,000 experience points from the Vagina Snatcher to begin with. So, I do know about the Cactusaur farming. However, in the light of trying to gain experience at a 100% rate in a more time efficient manner, it's a lot easier to go with the Vagina Snatcher, or if you're a higher level, still in the early chapters, the Kujata. Now, last but not least, I'm not saying I created this strat. Disclaimer, okay? I know how you people on the internet are. We can go to the Belovi Mines, where you will find the Autumnusha, which is a level 52 mini-boss. However, he does not respawn. At least I haven't seen him respawn yet. So you kill him once and he stays dead. Now, if he does respond, please comment in the comment section down below saying that he does, but at this current point in time, I don't think he does. The Autumnusha strat, as you can see right here, I was streaming, and you get on top of the left-hand side cliff by jumping on the crane and then the tank, and then you jump on the platform above. You want to stay here because this right here is the easiest thing to do, and he cannot catch you whatsoever with one of his moves that has some range on it. In actuality, by staying here, he doesn't do any attacks at all. Now, one of my friends did this at the low level of 6. However, I prefer you be a level 20 that you do this, because if you go into the below mines at level 6, you're going to have a very hard time with the goblins, because the goblins are level 7. So you're going to be wasting a lot of curatives, such as potions, high potions, elixirs, phoenix downs, possibly even mega phoenix downs, just getting past the numerous amount of goblins that are going to be in the below mines. So preferably, you're going to be at a level 20 when you do this, especially when you get to the Autumnusha, because he summons about 10 to 15 goblins by himself. Now, I gained this much experience with the Autumnusha by doing Expericast Blizzara. I did not have the 1.5 chocobo sandwich at this current point in time because I was still on chapter 1 when I did this strategy. So if you have not done the below mines yet, and you have the 1.5 experience boost, then I highly suggest you go and do that. Get the 1.5 experience boost, go to Autumnusha, create a very powerful Expericast spell, preferably lightning, because when I used lightning on him, the damage indicator showed up as orange. So preferably lightning you will want to use, and cast it as many times as possible, then kill him, and you might come close to 100,000 XP with the Autumnusha. And last but not least, at this current point in time, for me at least specifically, the Kujata is also a very great choice to farm XP. However, for me personally, he is a little bit harder to kill, so I tend to stay away from him because I want to save up on my curatives. However, if you are a little bit higher than me, but yet you're around chapter 3, chapter 4, the Kujata is a great choice, and his weakness is fire. So use Expericast Fire and just cast it as many times as possible to gain the XP. So once again, guys, to gain fast XP and to level up really fast, all you gotta know is Hotel at the Golden Key gives you double XP. Create powerful Expericast and cast it multiple times, as many times as you can, on a mini boss to secure the kill and secure as many experience points as possible. And last but not least, 1.5 chocobo sandwich will help you out a lot. Once again, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I am RanmyakuJouten, and you can catch my streams here, twitch.tv/RanmyakuJouten. I stream every single day at an unscheduled time. So hopefully you guys will be interested in watching my stream there. For anything that I can find out or come up with, I'll post it here on my channel. Thank you guys. See you later.